Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Tennessee brings its offense to the field for the first time, and that means that we get to see the electric rookie out of Liberty, Malik Willis. They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Well, here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver after a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle.
And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the
touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Broncos at 3-5, 2 games under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the quarterbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. Past the 20. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Off of the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. 20. 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some team...
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Willis. Pass incomplete.
Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Rocky started throwing the football, and he's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive on a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The kick by McManus is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football. Well, we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Henry up the middle. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson.
Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run it again with Williams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the 39,
Willis.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
Going up top. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From the 44, Willis. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Bullock's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we pass the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 23. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They give it to Williams, running right. To the 43, 2nd down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 30 on second down, Willis. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Williams again.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. McManus's point after is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Hey, baby, this ain't good.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Willis. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Willis looking to throw it. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. 13 yards the tally on the return there. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second. Something happened.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Harold Landry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Looking to throw. Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Willis.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 17.
Back to throw, Willis.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Randy Gregory getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now Williams running left. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's the pickup of 6.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This will be a 34-yard attempt.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.